Audio
Boom.
test.
Record. Yeah.
Test.
Everything's good.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lemonade.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of our Artist Highlight Series. This is Sati. Sati, say hi.
Hello, everyone.
He's been doing some fantastic things with digital art these days. So I guess let's get started, man. My first question for you is, what would you say would be the inspiration behind your art? Because it's very interesting. I really like what you're doing.
My inspiration is steeped in like a mysticism and spirituality. And that's what I've been influenced by a lot of traditional oil painters. Doug Kaysen is the one who taught me. He lives in North Carolina now.
Okay.
And he's doing amazing things up there. I definitely recommend looking him up. He's more of a muralist up there and goes like puts murals inside of buildings and whatnot, which is what I wanted to get into a couple years ago before the pandemic.
So he's a real big influence on some
massive.
of the stuff you do. We'll link to some of his stuff down in the video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's also very politically charged, like I am.
Okay.
I didn't get that from him, so a lot of my art has kind of like the iconoclasm during the 16th, 17th century, I think, especially the Russian iconoclasm with the Russian Orthodoxy. So a lot of their scripture is put into image, and because reading is a luxury, or at least used to be a luxury.
Right.
So a lot of the artists were commissioned, because it wasn't just priests who did this stuff. Like they commissioned artists to do a thing in a certain style because they liked it. Aesthetics is everything across human history. But some of those artists could be considered classical alchemists. And those alchemists would put all of their studies and different conversations that they'd be having with other people into these illustrations they made for the church. So, and of course, alchemy eventually became like a dark art. It was banned and you couldn't be caught practicing. So those messages became even more hidden and double layered into some of the iconography that we are very associated with. Like the halos around people, the dove, all of that.
That must be why I connect with your art so much, because
Maybe
you inject a lot of that into the symbolism behind some of the things that you have out there.
Absolutely.
And I really respect that.
Thank you.
Here, let's show some of the images on screen here of some of the art that you have been working on, and people will see. Like, just take a look. There's so much esotericism and mysticism within some of the things that I've seen you do.
Yeah.
And I really like that. Like, I really enjoy your art. I think a lot of people need to see what you're doing.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Which brings me to my next question.
Yeah.
When are you going to push out the t-shirts for the Ninja Samurai photo that I saw on your Instagram?
Ooh, okay.
Because that is a cool design. I'm going to show that. Let's show that picture right here.
The Ninja Samurai or the Geisha?
The Ninja Samurai.
Okay, Ninja Samurai. All right. So
the Geisha is really cool too, by the way.
I might be really looking to push that out like in February. The design is almost print ready. I have to get all the colors right. I'm gonna go back over the lines in Illustrator to make them vectors so I can size it up however I want. Some of the colors need to just be print ready. Like I have colors that can't be printed right now, so I gotta fix that.
But there is some something in the works as far as like merch and things to grow your brand.
I have things out, and I have coals out. I just need to pick them up and strike them.
Because I'll tell you what, I'll be the first one in line for that t-shirt design. I really liked it.
I'll get a size just for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is the high-low size.
Yeah.
Bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Any plans for the future? Like any projects you have an idea about that you haven't really started yet on, or?
Yeah, I have a tapestry series that I'm still in the works of ground leveling, I guess, on the base floor of it. And it's kind of like how I talked about those artists or alchemists or whomever back in the day, making these elaborate illustrations for the church. I'm also going to do a thing, but it's not for the church, it's for me. I'm also doing a thing like that. My inspiration is coming from the tarot, however. Now, I've been practicing tarot for about 3 years now, and I've had my own deck for about 2 years. And I didn't get into it because I was like, "Oh yeah, mysticism, woo woo. Let me dive into it."
It's such a cool thing with tarot, man. Like
It is.
when you get into it, you really get into it.
Oh, I took a dive.
Yeah.
I'm
Of course,
telling
you know
I
I've
took a
been
dive.
reading myself for a few years.
Yes.
But it's fascinating to me how accurate and revealing the cards can be whenever you actually start practicing and getting into it.
Yes.
And I don't know if you experienced this, but tarot has absolutely served as inspiration for some of my art. Like you'll be pulling cards and be like, I need to do something, and then you start getting your camera out and you start working on something. And you're like, oh, this is cool. Like it's insane. I highly recommend if you are thinking about it, stop thinking about it and go buy a deck.
Yeah, go
Just
buy a
do
deck. Those are the people who say like decks should be given to you. I mean,
It's
not
cool.
everyone has that. Not everyone has a person in their life to do that. But
My first deck was not given to me. I went straight to the store and just kind of browsed, held one in my hands, and was like, "This is the one.
this is the one.
Like I couldn't explain it to you any other way than just feeling like I needed to buy it at that moment.
Hopefully,
and it's been a journey ever since.
Hopefully, no one gets some backlash over this. But that scene in Ollivanders and Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. No, the Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone. It's the first one. When he's going into the wand shop and they're like, "Well, how do I know which one is mine?" And it's like,
the wand chooses you.
It
Yes,
will choose you. Don't worry.
perfect.
That's a perfect analogy for me. And this world, it's a shared hallucination.
Shout out to all the Harry Potter fans out there.
Oh Lord, this is a double-edged sword. Some of y'all are insane, man, and some of y'all used to be fans. Now you're just hating, but it's okay. It's all right. The the tarot, in my experience, I went in as a skeptic, and all of my work has been like pushed in like a pseudo mystic. Well, it's not necessarily pseudo. People will refer to it as pseudo in the past. Knowing me now, it's like, oh, this is some weird Afro mysticism going on, spiritualism, all this.
Afro mysticism, I like that.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Man, I've been doing a lot of deep reading, I've been a lot of listening to like some elder people, some more spiritually awakened individuals, and I'm just putting all the knowledge and trying to translate it, put it into the artwork because that's my expression. And of course, like I try to like teach people and all that, but my expression is like creativity and art.
It definitely comes through because, like, I'll tell you one thing. When I first met you, your art was different.
Yeah,
it was very different. It was great, but the stuff he's putting out now, the symbolism, like if you can recognize it, it's fantastic.
I appreciate it. But since you know me for a while, ups and downs. I've definitely taken when you go down the path, as you know, the world becomes less safe, so to speak.
Yeah.
The dark nights are dark, and the bright days are bright. There's an opposite side to that. The bright days are bright. Mediocrity kind of like fades, so you'll never get a break. It's always something crazy or something terrible. Boom, boom, boom.
You roll
Bouncing.
with it though. And one thing I've learned myself personally
Yeah.
is that in order to truly know the light, you have to embrace the dark.
Yes.
Know yourself in and out.
Yes.
Embrace the things that cause you things like that, because if you lean into it and you learn more about yourself, it will come through in everything you do, and your light will shine so much brighter, especially in your art.
Yes. Here's another cool analogy. Darkness and light are not necessarily separate occurrences.
No.
You understand?
Yeah.
I recommend everyone, like maybe you already do this. I recommend to sit in a dark room, and this is like the gateway to meditation. But sit in a dark room and just center yourself in the room. Because everyone is like seeing stuff all day, blah, blah, blah. Light is assaulting you all day. But darkness is a neutral state. And I say it's neutral with confidence because science now has caught up to the collapse of a bubble of air. And they say every once in a while they'll make a light. Every single time a bubble collapses, it creates light. Every single time. It's not every once in a while.
I've seen those really super slow motion videos.
Right.
That you see that little spark happen. You're like, where did that come from?
Every single time. And when I was a kid, and my father, bless his heart, not so much into mysticism, spiritual.
It's funny, like I've known a lot of people that the more you go down those rabbit holes with science, trying to figure out how the nature of things work, you realize how connected everything is. And then the awakening starts, and all of a sudden everything is spiritual.
Exactly. All of a sudden everything is spiritual.
Yeah.
Everything. What they say in the Marvel Thor film, Thor Ragnarok, no, what's Thor Ragnarok? Thor Dark World? What was it with the Dark Elves? Whatever. They said magic, a sufficient enough magic or sufficient enough science is indistinguishable from magic. And that's a fact.
100%.
That's a fact. Just because we don't have a crane lifting the thing doesn't mean we couldn't create pitch harmonics to lift the thing. And we've done that. We've replicated that. So it's possible. Magic is everywhere. But when you refer to it as magic, it's been so tossed around. It's like like a child's thing. Like,
diluted and like not just diluted, but there's a stigma attached to it too. I feel like we're going off on a tangent here, but let's flow. Tangent. I love this. I absolutely love this. First episode, guys.
First episode. This is number 1.
We're setting a precedent here.
Tangents are okay.
No, I love this though, because like the more and more you find people that are like super religious and things like that they don't really know how to channel that energy into self-growth, and it becomes something that just festers, and like then you end up having people like the really rich evangelists that like, you know, say they're doing things for
oh my gosh,
for a good cause or for whatever, but then there's a lot of evil behind all of that. And I feel like honestly with like spirituality and stuff like that, it's like it's all about going within. Have you there's a scientist that worked at Cern. I don't know if you've seen this, but this guy, like, he wrote this whole book on his philosophy on God and life and everything.
Okay.
And there's an interview with him. I'll send it to you.
Please.
But in the interview, he talks about how, like, they literally know with science that you are God. Oh, God is the source that brings everything to light. Like, your body, your brain, all of that stuff is meant to act as a filter for God's light to shine through you and create everything around you.
Yeah.
Like, even to the sense that you are a figment of my creation.
Yeah.
Although you're experiencing me as a figment of your creation. Yeah. It's all constantly going on.
Yeah, this is like dipping in the quantum field. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a wild conversation.
Yeah.
But I love it.
I'm gonna tie it real quick.
If you want to hear me talk more about this kind of stuff, let me know in the comments, because I will absolutely start making videos about things of this nature.
This is a source. I'm telling y'all, pay attention. This is a source right here.
I love this. Is something that I'm working on a song. It's a lyric in one of my songs, but I just wanted to be like a mantra for people. I am one. You are two.
Yes.
Think about it. I am one. You are two.
That's deep. What they be doing? What they be doing?
Snap.
Clock it. Yes. No. So I haven't heard of that. Please send that to me. I haven't heard of him.
Yeah. I'll look for the video, but I'll send it to you.
Revelation is known.
Yeah. He literally says in the video, like, people have it backwards. The brain isn't responsible for consciousness. It's consciousness that is responsible for the creation of the brain.
Consciousness is outside of the brain.
Yeah, it's like the brain is a result of consciousness.
Yes.
It's wild. Some of the things I'll link to that video too.
Down below. It's
down below where the rest of us dance.
Where the rest of us dance. My gosh.
Ah, man.
I'm gonna tie it back. Tarot, like I said about a couple minutes ago, tarot I went into as a skeptic. And because I was skeptic, I wanted to record everything. My scientific process, like, okay, I'm gonna record, I did this. I pulled this at this time, blah, blah. And I'm write down what the meaning in the little pamphlet that came with the deck said, which is written by the person who illustrated the deck. So it's like their bias, I suppose.
So everybody has analytical
bias.
In that
Very. Because I need to, well, you know when in the Bible story when Jesus like holding up his hands and I think it's like Paul is like, yo, let me see if this is real. And he puts his finger in the stigmata.
Oh, yeah, and the wound in the cavity right there.
When checking everything, I'm like, yo, consider me a Paul in the situation. But I cannot, belief and faith don't necessarily drive off of proof, but they will drive off of curiosity. So I'm curious enough to record what has happened and then reflect and see if that means anything. Some people might think that I'm defeating the purpose, but I think I'm actually finding the purpose. When an oracle was questioned, or what's the word entreated, the oracle said some stuff. And then you left either feeling fulfilled or, in some people's case, like scared. You know what I'm saying? And then either the things came to pass or they didn't. Now, I don't have many history. What has survived doesn't have many instances of nothing happening. So that means these oracles were in touch or drinking from or eating like the source information and then regurgitating it back. Tarot is like part of that source information. Humans have been doing this not card based, but like divination type stuff throughout our entirety. And I think that didn't come from stoned ape theory. I think that was given to us as like a thing, a mechanism to understand this.
To me, it doesn't matter the tool for divination. Yeah. It's your connection to source that brings out the results of the divination.
Right.
You know, you can throw whatever you want on a table and look at it and say, oh, this means this. But if you're not invested in, like, with an intention, like, of laying things out, even if your intention is, like, to be analytical,
right,
and just document, that's still an intention.
Yeah.
You have to have something, but you'll be very surprised.
You gotta have something.
Speaking of tarot, actually, I thought they had this idea of actually bringing out my deck, and let's pull a card for Sati.
Let's pull a card for Sati.
Let's see what the future has to hold for this man and his art.
Oh, man.
Or at least see what the cards have to say about what's going on. Oh, gosh, right off the bat.
Well, it came out.
Okay, we got two. We have right here the 8 of Cups. This card is a card of walking away, learning to figure out a way to get away from the things that do not serve you anymore. That's right. I would say exactly right now you're in a time in your life where you're transitioning from the past into a future version of you that is much more fulfilled, and letting go of the things that you don't have to hold on to anymore.
Yes.
And as that continues, the Queen of Swords came up right off the bat with that. So you're stepping into this energy of like knowing what you want, knowing what you want to move forward on. The Queen is somebody who's very well spoken, but she also knows exactly what she wants.
Yeah.
You're speaking things into existence for yourself.
Yes.
The swords are like your thought processes, and they're very they rule the air. So, like, of course, you already know this, but I think that this is definitely
always the student.
Yeah.
Always the student. Yes.
It's interesting that would pop off like right off the bat. I didn't even show for like 2 seconds, but
Look,
I can already say I meant for it to be one card, but two came up.
Guess what card I got this morning?
Was it the Queen of Swords?
It wasn't.
Oh, it was the Eight of Cups?
It wasn't Eight of Cups.
No?
This ties in. I got the Magician.
The Magician.
This morning.
Oh, we got King of Swords on the bottom.
King of Swords on the bottom?
That's hilarious right there.
Yo!
So that's like kind of confirmation that you're moving forward and stepping into the energy of King right here, where you know exactly where you're at and what you want, and are just sort of taking life by the horns and just kind of sitting there like, I've built something for myself.
And
help him build.
Help me build.
That's what we're doing right now. We're helping each other build.
We're building. This is all a group effort. We're all going to have a good time as long as we partake. But, man.
The Magician's a great card to pull, by the way. I've been kind of pulling that a lot myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're manifesting things left and right like crazy. I already know.
There's no choice but to. The field as it is has to be repaired and or evolve. And there's a lot of
like
people,
your art.
Like my art. And it has changed over the years.
Which is what this conversation was supposed to be about.
Talking about
it's interesting how it came around this full circle, because I love this subject, and your art has a lot of this kind of built into it. So it's kind of all encompassing. I love it.
Yes. I mean, everything's connected. That's one of my first disciplines. Everything is connected. Food, policy. Everything. Landscaping.
Think about it.
Everything.
These cards, this wood on this table.
Physically, metaphysically, it's all connected. Everything has memory. Everything has purpose.
This delicious cocktail.
This beer. It all has... We're all connected to it. It's kind of boggling how connected everything is. When you really, like, the deeper you look, the more connected everything seems. So you'll have people who are like, well, how can you eat this food when everything's connected? It's like, well, because you eat that food.
Even when the things that you experience with your senses are because of your senses. Yeah. You're not actually physically touching or experiencing anything. Right. It's your senses that create the trick within your mind that allow for the experience to happen.
Yes.
So this is a deep conversation.
It's a deep conversation.
I'm not touching this piece of wood right now. No. There is, like, if you look at this with a microscope on a low enough level, I'm literally not touching this. Nope. But because my senses are allowing for the sensation of touch, it feels solid to me.
Yep. Someone would say you're touching the magnetic field around that thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. Exactly. We're all electric beings. And
when we embrace these things and we know these things about everything, we can inject it into our art with intention so that when people see what we have to say, it hits them with intention. Yes. And it's from the heart. Yes. That's the most important part.
Energy
is it comes from you. And if you're coming from a place that is sacred to you, then it will connect with someone in a way that's sacred to them.
Yes.
And that's what's the most important thing about art to me.
Yes. Art, I want to say art is probably one of the longest, outside of speech, and not speech as we understand it, but like sound, to communicate. It's one of the longest running forms of human communication that we have. Okay, it's like body language and sounds. Body language is probably a little bit older.
But art and symbolism speaks to the subconscious mind.
Yes.
It's not just surface level bullshit that we're viewing. Whenever a piece of art like really hits you to your core, it's speaking to your subconscious mind. That's why people connect with it so much.
Yeah. Yeah. And dare I say that some of it has been perverted in a way. And I don't mean to say perverted as in like naked people or whatever. I don't care about any of that. That's a very natural situation.
Twisting the concept of art in order to manipulate people into something that isn't sacred.
Yes. It has been,
say for commercial purposes, or just to try and like make somebody feel bad about themselves.
Manipulation. It's all the bad things that you think a narcissist would do, but it's all cyber.
Yeah.
And there are people who are very connected, like you, like I believe myself, who twist these things for people who give them material. You know, I don't know if that material is money. It might be the means to live. It might be a place to live. I don't know. There are many things people can receive in order to do a thing. And I think the perversion of art and symbolism and how people look at it has gotten so rampant. It's almost like an infection, almost. So people, I'm very active on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, and I get to see a whole bunch of people post things and talk about stuff all the time. And they recently did a policy that's like, if you post any artwork, it's going to be used as training material for the Grok AI situation, and then that's probably going to be outsourced to some other larger entity from itself.
I didn't hear about that.
I can send it to you. I'll send you the little post.
So anytime you post art on
Twitter
X,
or X,
they have the right to use it for their AI stuff.
Yep. To whatever extent that actually means, unsure. However,
mixed feelings.
Very mixed feelings. Very mixed feelings. Something. Well, I'm not going to get into that right now. I want to continue to say a lot of people are against. A lot of artists aren't sharing their stuff now, and they don't have another outlet, so they're just keeping it to themselves or like whatever fan group they already created, or maybe a commission base that they've already created. It's who's receiving that information, and I'm a little let down that is the response. As an artist, I don't think anyone should stifle how I share anything. But also, as an artist, I also don't care if my stuff is like scanned and broken apart by a artificial mind for whatever game, because it's not me. They can't reproduce what I've done.
But it's like sampling in like hip hop, for example.
Right.
Like you hear somebody sample a record and they twist it and they use it, and you can all of a sudden it sounds nothing like what it originally sounded like. I'm guilty, of course, because you guys know I do music on the side.
I thought it was a billion-dollar industry.
So it's like that's why mixed feelings, you know. Like I get that art should be able to be repurposed to make more art. Yeah. Should AI be involved in that? That's a topic for another discussion.
Yeah, another discussion.
Yeah,
another discussion, because this is a very.
I'm sure we could go for hours about this.
It's an emerging technology, and all that. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff around that, but this was emerging technology before.
Yeah,
and I grew up in a time where not the person who taught me, but the person who taught me before that individual was like anti-tablet. They didn't look like this. They was a different device.
Piece of paper and some colored pencils.
Right. They were very anti-digital. To almost, I won't be making art. That's what it seems like degree. because it was an access. The art materials, even back in the day, even now, for some, are very expensive. So I'm not, when I make art, I'm bringing it back. When I make art, I don't make it for like the investor. I'm not looking. I'm not duct taping a banana on the wall and saying, this is
$300,000.
Yeah, no, not even. But if you want to toss it at me, I'll make you something cool. I think it's cool.
That's the whole point. We're making art just for the sake of making art.
Yeah.
Because that's what we find fulfilling for our own lives.
Yes.
And that's what makes the best art.
Yes. Yes. I think a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? And if a painting is one picture with 1,000 pictures in it, how many words is that?
100,000 million gajillion billion.
Google of words.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things you can put across in symbolism. Oh, and how you render something, where you render it, the colors that you use, everything is so connected.
I like what you're touching on about having a place to like share art. Like you don't have to worry about all that stuff. Because one of the things on my channel I am encouraging everyone to do, and especially since you're the first person I'm interviewing, I want to encourage you to do this. But I want the people that are involved with my channel to contribute to the channel.
Yes.
I'm challenging you, and I'm going to challenge everyone I interview to make a piece that I can post on my channel to highlight what you're doing, whether it's a short video or just like you like going through and showing your art. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Whatever you want to show the world, just give it to me. I'll post it on my channel. But also, there's I'm not sure how old this is YouTube, but it's fairly new to me. There's a community tab where people who follow the channel can like post things and share what's going on and be active on the channel. I want each artist I interview to be active within the community as well. Keep sharing things, like even if it's just like an announcement that you're about to post a video. Okay. As long as you're active in the community, you will always have a home on my channel to share your art.
Can do. I love sharing my stuff. I love putting it out there for people to see. Because if more people see it, there's that many minds I can affect. You know,
you heard it here, folks.
The
first artist on my channel as a collaboration, Sati. Look out for the video we'll be posting.
Look out for it.
Well,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up then, huh?
Well, for now.
For now. Yeah, I like that. For now. Until next time. I love
Sati. Y'all be well.
Be well. Fuck yeah, dude.
That was good, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Come here, man. Give me up. I wanted to check on this because I was afraid that maybe you hit the button. It's still on. Okay, yeah, we're good to go. I was like worried, like, man, I don't want to interrupt the interview just to check.
And then, boom, it's like, at this point in the interview, there is no sound.